Hello there, Kathy Madhavan here, and just checking in on you guys again and talking a little bit more about resilience. Lots of PE and fitness out there, but I'm really determined that we actually grow our resilience muscles in this time as well. So I'm your resilience fitness trainer. That's me, that's who I am. Really feel like the principles that I wrote in this book, Irrepressible, are coming into their own in many ways. I'm having I'm having to take my own medicine quite a lot at this time and revisit some of the things that I wrote about in this book for myself and take it to another level, because it's one thing, isn't it, to kind of be courageous, be resilient and put in good habits in the good times, but it's another thing altogether when the challenges are on like they are at the moment. So I'm just going to mention one of the other principles that's in the book today, and that is about building your tribe, as a chapter called Build Your Tribe. I think it was a few years ago that I ended up with my resources were really run dry, and I was feeling, really quite low, even though I was really busy and on the surface doing, some excellent and really exciting and interesting things. But actually I was feeling pretty run dry. And I realized that my relationships were really suffering and that I wasn't seeing people that gave me life, and I wasn't connecting with people who made me feel better. And my relationships had ended up being another burden as opposed to being a blessing. And so I really began to sit down and think more intentionally about who I was investing my time in and how much time they were getting. And I think the truth is I was spreading myself extremely thin. It's one of the downsides of social media, isn't it? You feel like you're connecting with everybody, but you're not really. If you're not being careful, you're not really growing deep roots with anyone. Although, social media can help us to do that in different ways, particularly some of the WhatsApp groups and Marco Polo video app and things like that. So I began to think about who I really wanted, which 3 or 4 people were the people who were my people, my tribe, apart from my family, who I really wanted to who got me, who gave me the benefit of the doubt, who understood me, who would give me a bit of a boot up the bum if I needed one, and who would tell me the truth, but also would back me, like who would get their cheerleading pom-poms out and celebrate for me without feeling threatened, and who would actually go the extra mile in friendship so that I could do the same with them. And so I began to kind of build more intentionally with a few people, and it has been absolutely life transforming, genuinely life transforming for me. But I've also, really thinking about this season, thinking about like who are my tribe at the moment, like who are the people who God has given me in my life to care about and to love and invest in this season. I need those close friends more than ever before. I really do. And, I love them, and I hope that we can keep each other going in this time. But I also need wider connection than that. We all do. And when my workplace is just this right now, and I'm not going to the normal conferences and events and festivals and things where I would be speaking or having meetings with people or whatever. I'm doing a radio interview today, but I'm doing it from here. I'm not traveling to it as I normally would. What can I do? And that's really why these videos are here, because it's like I need interaction with outside people. I need to do what I do and bring what I bring and love how I love to people, even if I can't be in the same room with them. So we need that wider connection and working out how can we connect with our church. If we're Christians, how can our small group work using technology, or in our workplaces, how can we connect with our team through Zoom or through Skype? If we have wider extended family, how can we play board games over internet? How can we, create a sense of community? How can we build a tribe during this time that looks like community, even if, we're very, very restricted? And we need people who are going to understand us during this time. Already on social media, I found it really difficult. Some of the posts from people, particularly people who are quite smug, I think, at this time, or who are showing very little empathy for people who are in challenging situations, or those who are just plain out competing. Oh my gosh, look at my amazing family activities, or look at my incredibly productive work, or look at my amazing, creative masterpieces. And there is a difference, I think, between sharing good ideas and actually trying to encourage one another, and always sounding like you've got it right and other people haven't. And I think we need to be really aware of that, because we don't know what's going on behind people's lives and in people's screens. And we just need to really understand that this worked really well for me today, but actually, join me tomorrow and it might not be so good. We just need to be honest about the fact that none of us have got this nailed. I describe it like this: at the moment, we are all playing by ear, but most of us don't like the melody. So great, when we hit a good note, it's great to celebrate and say, yeah, this worked well for me today. I don't know whether it can help you or not, but without kind of like going, oh, well, we're doing it this way because we think that that's the best way and people are doing it the other way, that's not so good. We just need to watch our tone of voice and understand other people might be really suffering right now. Their finances might be up the spout. They might have family members they're really worried about, and they may have kids with special needs. May have kids with autism for whom these changes are just catastrophically difficult to deal with. So we really need to just show a lot of empathy for each other and do our best, I think, to pool our resources, and to share resources, and just to encourage each other, not just publicly, but behind the scenes. Think about not just the people who are going to help you during the season, but who can you help this season? Who can you serve? Who can you love? Who can you text? Who can you phone? Who can you message? How can we, at the end of this really difficult time, end up with a stronger community, a stronger church, a stronger book club, a stronger small group, a stronger, whatever it is? How can we actually come out of this closer? Because my experience is, crises are difficult, but they are often the things that make us stronger. Our resilience muscles grow when we meet resistance. Lots of resistance at the moment. So I'm fascinated to know how you're building your tribe, how you're keeping in touch with the people who you love the most, how you're serving and loving and blessing others, and just how you're building community at this time. Because if there was ever a time to build our tribe and to bless people and to encourage them, it's now. So looking forward to hearing from you, and keep up the great work, people. You're doing a good job. Bye for now.